following contest is a steel cage match. Making her way to the ring from Yamaguchi, Japan, the NXT Women's Champion, Kairi Sane.
I don't know about you guys, but it seems to me like the champ is a little more relaxed than we're used to seeing her.
Well, if she thinks she's got the night off just because the title's not on the line, I've got some bad news for her. Because the beating she will take will be anything but a vacation.
It's boss time! Here comes Sasha.
And her opponent, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Byron, it's always a treat to see Sasha Banks on Raw.
Sasha Banks has her own swag, she's got her own confidence, and she knows how to back it up.
If there's a camera around, Sasha wants to be in front of it. If there's a spotlight out, she wants to be in the middle of it. Sasha Banks once stood in line for the opening of a refrigerator.
You should get one of those rings that say Graves on it like Sasha has.
I'll pass.
Singles action is underway, and in this one, I wouldn't attempt to predict what's going to happen. I'd just be ready for anything. Sometimes that's all you can do.
For generations, the steel cage match has been considered one of the most ruthless matches of all time.
Oh, wow.
She goes for the cover. Kicks out in time.
Remarkable. That acrobatic maneuver clearly caught her off guard. She's starting to put moves together. Watch out!
Perhaps a powerbomb here, Corey.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Oh no, we could be looking at a powerbomb.
I think you're right, Cole. Look out.
And a failed fireman's carry.
When you've got your opponent up like that, you absolutely have to finish the deal.
On the shoulders here.
And it could be a long way down from there.
The WWE Universe has seen the evolution of the steel cage in the enclosure known today as Hell in a Cell. The first time an enclosed cage was seen was in October of 1983 in the last Battle of Atlanta. The enclosed cage was seen a few years later in the War Games match from the NWA. There were even cages stacked on top of each other like WCW's Tower of Doom.
Byron, we talk about the progression of steel cage matches and the type of structures that have been spawned from them. I need to point out that some cages have been electrified. One was made from bamboo in the form of a Punjabi prison match. And of course, the elimination chamber with glass pods and steel doors.
And today we have the Asylum match, where weapons are on top of the cage. Just goes to show you that times may change, but the objective to destroy an opponent remains the same. There's still no better way to settle a score than to do battle with your adversary inside a steel cage.
The best way to describe combatants clashing inside a steel cage is its battle of attrition. Sometimes a superstar is left with no choice but to fight fire with fire and do whatever they need to do in order to win the match. And sometimes it comes down to a superstar doing whatever they need to do in order to survive.
Nice job getting out of the way of that one. Byron, you touched on this earlier, but it's so important for a superstar to accept that there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in a steel cage match. That the conflict will be resolved within the 15-foot-high steel walls that surround the ring. And that losing a cage match can mean much more than a mark in the loss column. For some, it has meant the end of their career.
It's difficult to describe the damage that can be done to a superstar who competes in a steel cage match. We see the physical harm, but we don't see the psychological effects from being inside the cage. Make no mistake about it, Michael. The steel cage truly represents survival of the fittest.
When looking at the WWE roster, I would underline Sasha Banks as one of our risk takers in the ring. She's never afraid to overextend herself.
It's what makes her a daredevil. She takes risks that have both pay.
Look at this. You're not going to get her that easy.
Pinning Kairi, I'd say that's an insane endeavor.
I'd say you're right.
We bring up Sasha's tendency to be unpredictable and risky. This really makes it difficult for her opponent to scout a game plan against Banks.
Oh, you guys are over there praising Sasha Banks for her risk-taking. I see Banks as overzealous in attempting maneuvers that are more about grabbing the spotlight than they are about winning. Wait for Sasha to wipe out, then take advantage of her mistakes.
Kairi Sane, big move coming.
Look at the look in her eyes. She's in the zone now.
She is on fire.
The competition was fierce at the first ever Mae Young Classic. NXT star Kairi.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
She's certainly looking good now, Cole. And that's twice now.
Scoop slam. Things have gotten worse for Sasha Banks. She could be out of this contest.
This may very well be the beginning of the end for her. Incoming. Michael Brock. Insane elbow.
Bad news for the boss. Oh, man, Sasha Banks is in trouble now.
Kairi Sane has been called the Pirate Princess, and is a name she's truly earned. Before stepping in the ring, she actually competed, and yep,
the steel cage match is over, and she'll never be the same.
Now let's get another look at some of the high points of that one.
I don't like to throw around a lot of praise, but my eyes tell me that might have been one of the great matches in recent WWE history. Hope everybody at home set those DVRs, because that was a match you're going to want to watch again and again and again.
Here is your winner, Kairi Sane.
Huge victory here in one-on-one action.
And to be honest, Michael, neither of these amazing women have anything to be ashamed of.
As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was. Simply amazing.